Hello there, welcome back. We're going to continue right where we left off with our war against Sweden. As you remember last time, I realized that I messed up and lost my tribal certification Casus Belli, which is sad. I could have made this war way easier, but at the same time, I kind of realized that this is kind of good because now I can just take Sweden and then allow my vassals to conquer these lands, who would most likely just be a pain for me. After that, we'll consider, taking the rest of England and the British Isles. Well, we have all of England, but Wales, Alba, Scotland, or Ireland, as well as Iceland and the islands, Faroes, Shetland, and of course getting the counties in this area that I want to hold myself. So with all that out of the way, we're gonna continue our war with Sweden. Folky, you are unfortunately not very valuable. I also forgot, because I'm recording these two basically right after each other, that to check. So I'm gonna probably have to do that as we go, but oh, Halfdan has perished from being infirm, I would assume. Unlucky, but not much I can do about that. I'll become critically stressed though, which is not good. Mental break, torrential grief. Life has never been easy, but it feels like the loss of my son Halfdan has pushed me over the edge. I still remember him as a baby, so tiny, so fragile. Despite that, he survived, growing up, growing older, until now, when it suddenly stopped. I had so many hopes for his future, so many things I wish to see, which now can never come to pass. Is life without him even worth living? I can become melancholic. As you can see, moderate health penalty. I could become a drunkard, tiny penalty. I gained frozen grief, a moderate health penalty. Yeah, this might actually end up killing me, so I guess we're gonna become a drunkard. Because honestly, I'm still feeling fine. But a moderate, penalty could straight up just end up killing me before I get this war done. Becoming a drunkard would be better. As you can see, we're still fine, but, we're not great, is the only thing I can say about what just happened. So, let's continue, see how far we can get before we, end up perishing. I really hope we can get the religious reformation done right now. That would be pretty good. Got another Amazonian granddaughter, so it seems like my plans are going better, if not great. There we go. We're still gonna have to siege a bit more land, and we're kind of running out of supplies here because of the winter. And because the supply limits are atrocious. So someone has sieged down Carlisle, and they seem to be coming for me instead. So guess I'm gonna have to deal with the problem later, as things would have it. I'm kind of busy right now. We're gonna kidnap this genius into our family, because why would we not? And I have prisoners that I apparently can ransom. Are they worth anything? 50? That's good. You're also worth 50, but I'm gonna have to wait for... There we go. Gonna have to wait for the other one to get ransomed before I can ransom you, as things would have it. I've actually never seen that trait in this game yet. Hideous. That's kind of interesting, but no one wants to pay money for you, so your piety doesn't matter. My concubine is carrying my child. My sister died, and I gained some more stress. My grandson was slain in battle. I'm gonna get killed by stress before I reform religion, aren't I? That's kind of, the feeling I get, and apparently the people I were holding had quite a decent amount of value for the war, so yeah, I'm good at shooting myself in the foot right now, setting a record. Siege of Bregna has been lost. Oh, you actually ran down and started sieging Denmark. I didn't actually realize that. That's my bad. I guess I'll join these two armies up, and then we'll go deal with that. How are we looking for war score? I can get a decent amount of war score from battle still, so let's just have you two join up. I should have them look for supplies, but that doesn't seem to be very possible right now. My army is currently, you know, suffering from a lack of supplies. They're undersupplied, but I should still win this battle handily. They have a slight advantage, but as you can see, we still win that pretty easily. And I'm gonna have this army just hunt them down, because that should be enough to just win. My son, no health rates, sadly, because I believe my concubine doesn't have any health rates. Any prisoners of value according to war score? Nope. Then we shall ransom those we can and, you know, sacrifice the rest for piety. How far are you planning to run? Probably to Erland, I would assume. You're running really quick. Are you kidding me? If these guys actually... They saved him. The raiders saved the Swedish army. That's... How to prolong a war 101 by... Random raiders. Again, I don't think this will have any, you know... Oh, it's an active tyranny, so okay, I'll take the 10 gold then. There we are. Enforced demands. And we can now disband all. And I've taken control of this, but we'll hand it over to... I don't know, this lunatic genius, because I find that funny. There we go. Yep, there we are. And now we can actually go ahead and reform our fate, but we can also raise a runestone, so we're going to do that. My vanquished foe, my ascension, we'll do that one. And we'll put that here, a cloud runestone for extra troops. Very nice. We also finished upgrading the holding. As you can see, we make almost 2.5 gold from it now, a month. And as I've been thinking, and honestly, for now, I want my capital to make money. We could go for military camps, which gives extra damage to archers and skirmishers. But we'll go money, and if everything goes, you know, badly, we can just change it out later. I should also focus on upgrading what I already have rather than building new ones, now I think about it, but yeah, that's a problem for another day. Time to start revoking titles of my enemies here. So the vassals that are disgruntled will rise up, which will probably be someone down in Sicily, and also most of the, you know, Catholics that are still in England. So, oh, is it just her? Did she really just rise up alone? Another book that we found, the Compendious Book on Calculation by Complete Balancing. I believe this is my third. So we'll steal that one because, again, increasing our learning is nice. I'll be dead within a year, so I should... I just realized I did it dumb again. I should have gone ahead and reform my religion before I did this, because now I'm at war. Enemy ally joins war chieftain. Yeah, you are not a worry. You're not a concern. But I need to win the siege of Essex within a year. Are we gonna capture that army before it starts sailing? Probably not, right? Put someone with siege skills in charge. There we are. And I'll have to try and keep an eye out and see where exactly that army is going. But once we siege this down, that should be enough. Suffolk is under siege. We haven't gotten any, you know, new ones. There you are. And as you can see, there's 500 archers here that I'm sending. Game of riddles. Riddles are a beloved pastime among the Norse. Two or more players will exchange increasingly tough problems, often rhyming and steeping in allegory or myth. So I'm getting a, you know, diplomacy challenge. which I could turn into a learning challenge. Everyone gets 20 opinion of me, or every Cordian guest, and I get a little bit of prestige. I guess we'll do it this way, and I won the game, unsurprisingly, because my learning is actually rather high, all things considered. And we butchered their troops, really good. And now I just need to get this siege done. There we are. Enforce demands. Imprison the Jarl. There we are. We will revoke the Jarl's titles. And oh, I got the county as well. Then it makes sense. That is good. I could construct a new holding, a castle, 400 gold. This place had a. That's a huge Grand Mayor. But yeah, we now have Colchester 2. And it comes with barracks. So, can I upgrade directly? No, I need to upgrade them in order. So, we'll go with the farms and fields here. And maybe a trade port preview. Development growth plus 40%. So, we're definitely going to build a harbor. It will help in the long run. But for now, we are going with this one. I should considering getting, you know, walls and towers, but it's not a big concern for me right now. And once we, you know, actually reform our religion, we will be able to, you know, take these, I believe. No, we won't, because you are actually the correct fate. So, I guess I'll mess with this guy first then. The Duke of Essex. Let's see, I'm holding too many duchies. Yellow of Upland. I can hand. Okay, I don't know why I'm holding this, honestly. So let's just grant this to you, and I'll get rid of 2 of my vassals at the same time. Good. But yeah, we are going to, you know, start retaking. Surrey is a 4. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 4. I could also, you know, construct new holdings here. Just construct castles to, you know, buff my own lands, but constructing castles here is probably something that will also be helpful to me in the long run, so I probably should just do that, but for now I'll wait a little bit longer. As you can see, you can also upgrade the castle itself, but I need battlements to do it, so it should be fine. Again, I might have to actually tear down the walls here. They do make money, 4 level, advantage garrison, supply limits and everything, but I think we can get something better down the line. We're going to disband all our troops and, as I said, reform religion. So it should remember what I wanted to do, and it looks like it did. But as I said, I still haven't decided what's best here with the patron saints. But I kind of want to make another trait into a virtue, because right now wrathful, brave, vengeful, one-eyed, and poet are current virtues. Because I want to try and get that three virtue as the achievement to have 3 virtues of one character. So I think we're going to go with this one, because if you get the Wiseman, Mystic, or Miracle Worker traits, and children with the learning education focus may gain Wiseman. It'll give piety and opinion, so I'm just going to do this because I find it to be more interesting than what we had there. And as I said, I want to do this. I could also get that easier by, you know, changing these 2, but this is what I'm going to try and do, and we're going to see how this religion works out for us. My old fate will consider me astray, and I'm pretty sure that the reformation, just reforming this fate, it will make it an organized faith, as you can see. We will have access to holy wars, and we're better at converting. You will gain direct control over your temples, and they will count towards my domain limits, so I can still hand them out, I would hope. I would assume, to be honest. And I will believe the vassals that will not convert are vassals that already are, as you can see, in the most case at least, not also true to begin with. So I'll be fine. I can take their lands by doing this, so we'll go ahead and reform our fate. It'll cost 4,150. And I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to remember. I think it's good. Let's go with this. The beliefs of also true can never be changed once it has been reformed. We'll go with this. Again, religious buffs are nice and all, but I play this game to have fun, and this is what I feel like would be the most fun for me. So we are going to reform it. There we are. And as you can see, old also true and our new also true. We're going to have to, well, get busy with converting for one. You should still just continue. Should you continue development growth, or should you help with? Yes, it's a buff, I believe. He buffs like the speed. Yeah, as you can see, at 100%. It'll still take time. We can live with that. We will start converting our counties. And honestly, I kind of want a new chaplain. I have found my new chaplain. 41 learning. That's a paddling. This guy's 29. As you can see, my chances are really starting to come along. But we also have acquired all the temple holdings, and we're just going to grant these to low nobles because I have no use for these temples. And as I said, I'm going to try and get 5 to 6 counties in this area. I can now found a holy order, but before we do that, we're going to consecrate bloodline. The fervor increases by 25. We become the paragon. Doesn't really matter though with the paragon trait because we won't be able to, you know, live to, you know, get the benefits. I'm a little bit unsure what consecration means though. By showing sufficient devotion and gathering the favor of the clergy, I can ensure my dynasty forever enshrined as a holy bloodline. Okay, so we become a holy bloodline basically. So let's do that. Thanks to my pure devotion and relentless work, I have inextricably bound the holiest of offices of the also true faith to the England dynasty. An increasing number of people in the clergy and amongst the faithful has come to think of my family as the chosen caretakers of the holy relics and the harbingers of divine will. Virtue without fault, so I have become the paragon. And we could, as I said, found a holy order. I become the patron. I gain some piety and same fate opinion. I need to have a barony with a city or castle that can be leased out. And as you can see, I can choose exactly where I want to place this holy order. It doesn't tell anything about, you know, how good this holy order is going to be. Borough of Maldon, currently held by a Catholic Anglo-Saxon. So, honestly, having a holy order next to my capital would be nice. So, why not just try it out, see how it works? It costs money and piety, so it's 500. That's more than actually building a new castle, but let's see how this holy order business works. With your support, Grand Mistress Vigdis has founded the Faithful of Tyr. She is a holy warrior and an order member. May not inherit titles, may not marry. She is basically only, you know, made for fighting and preaching, is what I feel like with that. My new fate means that my consort is no longer my consort because, you know, concubines in this case is not my concubine, which is understandable. I'm not gonna, you know, worry about getting married yet because I'm gonna die soon. Let's see here. Other than that, is there anything else I can do right now? I could hold a Grand Blute because my piety will be worthless when I die. Let's try this, see what happens. Although smaller blood are held for many occasions throughout the year, once a decade the Austrians of the North Sea come together for a grand celebration and most importantly a grand sacrifice. The plentiful blood is shed for the gods, the meat of the offerings goes to the faithful. Such a rich feast usually makes for an incredible party. Of course such an affair is expensive and certainly not all Austrians need to be invited. So I could invite my people in my capital and court, everyone in my domain, every noble and commoner in the High Kingdom is invited. Let's just do that. And I could indulge in drink. I will lose some stress, and but it costs prestige. Call hunt, host feast, go pilgrimage, the communion. We should do that. We should also call a hunt to just get rid of some stress. Even though I'm about to die, we might get the heart. That's what I'm thinking at least. I have too few spouses, so I lose piety. Again, something I can live with. I could transfer this guy to correct vassalage. We'll do that. And I can imprison criminals, Duke Theodoros and Radovan. So, with that said, currently there's an active election. When I die, I'm going to become this guy, Einar Kolbinson Yngling. He does not have great stats. He's also already a drunkard. So I might actually look now, since I'm about to die, and see if there's any other better choices for heir. 34-year-old granddaughter, not exactly what I'm looking for. I would have chosen her because of the trait, but the age is a problem. I have no idea if I can get rid of drunkard, and currently that is my biggest concern with that character. Oh, he's consecrated. I guess it's because he's my son. Like, only my direct line gets this buff. Which is a bit of a shame. My niece is a genius, 9-year-old. That's curious. Being taught diplomacy, no, learning. I'm kind of, lost on who I want to pick here. Let's go with summable skills. This guy's the best when it comes to that. My granddaughter. He doesn't have too many good skills, but at the same time, being able to take over this character when he's basically just become 17 and use him as I feel, would be the best. It's definitely has its advantages. I do have a concern though with the kingdoms of Norway. Is it not? Oh, it's Confederate petition law. So it'll go to my granddaughter. England will follow my main heir, it looks like. Kingdom of England will go here. Earldom of Essex, County of Middlesex. I wish to see if he only gets one county, that's gonna be a big implicit claim. Oh. Yeah, this could be a problem, honestly. I thought I made all my titles into the special succession type, but clearly it did not do that. Kingdom of Denmark is equal confederate. I could go Scandinavian elective for these two, and honestly, for Denmark it's not a big problem, it's tiny. The problem that I'm currently feeling is that I have my Dimnesia, and it's actually quite important to have just for my well-being. See, line of succession, yeah, it's gonna go to, as you can see, the Norwegian lands are gonna go to this one. So I need to make the Norwegian title at the very least elective. And that is just because of, I could grant to, could I grant this one to my heir? Was 17, was he not? There's a lot of names here. I would assume since it's a petition tile, it would not like that. But who knows? It looks like I cannot do that. So I need to add the law of Scandinavian elective to this one. And then I need to pick this guy again. There we are. And hope that I have enough now that he can actually, get it, if you will. And after this, we're gonna basically start finishing off this area, start probably raiding the others, and start, making the independent kingdoms, if we will. But currently my succession is a little bit of a concern. The odds are true reformation. At long last, I managed to gather every important goodie in the world and together so they can discuss our belief and establish an official doctrine to guide our fate into the future. In Passion Goda, I'm already talking about launching great holy wars to spread their new faith across the world, and many ancient superstitions and mythical stories have been canonized in the official doctrine. The burgeoning movement has decided not to instate a religious head, preferring instead to let each goody determine what teachings are appropriate for their own temple. The world will see that Odin favors us. We've gained divine guidance, open-minded, although it doesn't matter because I will most likely die soon. Let's see here. We have maximum fervor, as you can see, because Size of Fate has an effect on that. But fervor could definitely, again, as the fate spreads, become a problem. Our beliefs. I wanted to see if there was any way to check, like, foreign beliefs. How do you guys fare? 65% fervor, as you can see. Should be okay. They hold all their holy sites. Armed pilgrimages. We consider them evil. They consider us evil. Hunt illegal prey. Poachers here in the Countess Woods. They huddle together as I ride off with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead wolf behind them. We do not do this. Your mercy. The blades and bows belly their words. I could punish them, which gives more money, but opinion suffers. I could have them train me for prowess, or I could, you know, say that the animal is mine along with fines for their lives. I gain money, prestige, or, you know, they get poaching outrage. So I'll just take this. It's, you know, a neutral opinion, I feel like. Returning from wild, we return home invigorated. We have a faction created. But yeah, for now, we have two goals. Basically, get our Demnes in England put together and upgrade it as much as we can so I can actually, you know, make money. As you can see, Unraised Man at Arms is already costing me for a month. And other than that, our goal will again be just fighting for the 10 thrones that we need. It comes from nowhere, hitting me clean in the temple. I didn't even see the projectile coming, much less try to dodge, and for a moment I stagger, blinded. A sharp peal of giggles rings out behind me, and I whirl. Una rises from a hiding spot, another snowball already clutched in her vicious little hand. So I'm basically getting ambushed by my daughter here. Oh no, you got me? I let her pelt me to my heart's content. She gains a lot of opinion of me, which is good. And I end up... Child or no, this is a battle you intend to win. Martial challenge against my daughter. So, no matter what happens here, I'll lose opinion, but I could gain some prestige. I could also tell her to go bother someone else, but I guess we're just gonna do this. We're gonna toss snowballs till our fingertips freeze. Especially since my guy here is old. And ailing, sadly. So I'm going to keep this episode going until we reach the end of my current character's lifespan. And then we'll continue next time. I'm going to have a look into, you know, what happens. The Grand Blood. I forgot we started this. By tradition, they can also include human sacrifices and animal sacrifices. So basically, I'm deciding now what I want to sacrifice. I could sacrifice people, but I don't think I have one prisoner. I guess you will be the drunken chief sacrifice. We'll sacrifice people and animal alike. 160 gold. We'll gain as much opinion and popular opinion as we can, some prestige, and we will designate you as sacrifice. And it should be okay, honestly. And at this point, I'm just allowing time to go. I'm not going to fight any more wars. I'm just going to allow my realms to stabilize until we reach this screen. I have died. High King Harald of North Sea has joined the feast in Valhalla at 77 years of age. He drank himself to death. Although quite famous for sharp intellect, he could still not outsmart Hel. High King Einar ascends to the throne, spending long hours in prayer as to not upset Odin. Many are confident that Einar's reign will be a blessing to the realm. So, apparently I died from drinking, which is funny. Lifestyle was learning. Highest devotion, highest piety, I was dreaded. Cultural head, and I founded a fate, apparently. So we played for 60 years as King Harold and fought in 67 wars. We are currently the cultural head. We do not have anything good going there. What I am concerned about, however, is who is family head or dynasty head. Can I see that here? It says you dynasty head, so I hope it's me. There was a problem when this game first came out that the dynasty head would not be, whoever I elect. So that used to be a big problem, but it does seem like they fixed that. So that's good. Nominate a successor, or rather, we need to do this later. For now, we have lost titles. I have lost Denmark. I have lost Duchy Yaldom of Viking. And I have lost the County of Essex. I've actually lost all of my domain except for my capital, which is, worrisome. And we'll continue as High King Einar. We need to sort these things out, but we'll do that next time. Thank you for watching, and I do hope that you have enjoyed. Bye.